Hello, this is Kittens cycling in Ireland. I'm gonna do an interesting test, like the difference between the Action 6, Pocket 3 and Sony a7C II, my full frame camera. Action 6, the thing that's currently recording on, is the best. It has the widest field of view, and the picture quality, especially during daytime, is quite good. Here's the problem, because if you want to achieve the cinematic motion blur with a shutter speed of 1/50, internal stabilization doesn't work well. There's only two ways to tackle this, in my opinion. First is to negotiate the shutter speed. In order to have the electronic stabilization work, in my opinion, the shutter speed has to be at least 1/100. Which at 1/100, you will already lose enormous amount of motion blur. What will be the other solution? Remove the vibration physically. That means you have to use gimbal. Like face-to-face comparison between Action 6, Pocket 3, and lastly a7C II with 16mm G lens on it. Okay, now 24 frames a second, rock steady off. Actually, it looks like this. And this is, by the way, for the comparison, Osmo Pocket 3 shot without wide angle lens, just a variable ND filter. You can see how smoother it is, but maybe perhaps say smooth as much as say action camera plus gimbal. Field of view will be much narrower than the action camera. This is Alpha 7C2. 16mm f1.8 G lens attached. Dynamic active stabilization. Just for the comparison, no gimbal. How good is the stabilization? And how good the full frame camera is over the action cameras. I'll be able to tell later when I compare the chest mounted footage of my Action 6. Now back to the action camera. Still the same setting, 1/60, but instead of 60 frames a second, I'm recording in 24, which I think it will be the most demanding stabilization. I'm back to 1/60. From 1/80, and now I'll try my best to cycle, not slowly per se, but more gently.